I'm Alexandra Pica and I play Cordelia.
Hi, I'm Chris Hecke and I play Edmund, the bastard of Gloucester. And today's questions are coming from Miss Lackley's class at Macintosh High School. So Edmund is the bastard son of the Earl of Gloucester. He has a brother that's right around 12 or 14 months older than him that is conceived by the legitimate marriage of Gloucester. And we know from the text that Edmund is a son that the Earl has decided to bring along and educate despite him being of illegitimate birth.
So Cordelia is one of the three sisters. She's the youngest of the three. She is definitely a favorite with King Lear. I believe that Cordelia and King Lear's relationship has very much been no barriers together, while the other two sisters were more in power because they were older, so they had to sort of stay in court and do courtly duties, where the little younger sister got away with having a bit more fun and a bit more private time with her father. I believe that he does. I think he goes mad, whether it's the stress of his job or just his age getting the best of him.
Lear absolutely goes mad. I think Shakespeare gives us that in the structure of what he wrote and in the story of what he told, and a man's path to completely changing who he is and ultimately having his heart burst of grief. I think that would drive me crazy too.
There's many speculations that the same actor back in the day would play Cordelia and the Fool. So I definitely think that there is a connection, and that the Fool is definitely more of an innocent, more honest version of what she would like to say.
My answer is unequivocally, if you want it to be good, yes. You should know, I think one of the most exciting things as an actor is to want to dig into what Shakespeare wrote, particularly King Lear, which has such crazy structure. You bounce back from prose to verse multiple times. That's intentional and that means something. Shakespeare has words that are misspelled and intentionally so, and he's trying to reveal things about the character, and I think you could act it without analyzing, but it won't be good.
Every character on the surface has something special about them, and it's just our job to really delve into that and find out what makes them tick. My favorite Shakespeare play is Cymbeline. I think that it's a little underrated.
My favorite is always the one I'm working on, so King Lear right now is my absolute favorite. If I had to choose a different one that I just really gravitate towards, Henry IV Part 1. I used to be very tired of Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a play that you learn usually early in English in school, and then you get to perform and read over and over, but I didn't understand it as well as I do now. So for a while I got tired of it, but now there is no Shakespeare play I don't really like.
I don't think there's one I dislike. There's definitely one that I've seen a lot, and I could probably stop watching it for a little bit and then maybe go back to it, and that would probably be Romeo and Juliet. I've seen it a lot.
The simple answer is do it. So sing, die, gouge out the eyes, remove whatever article of clothing you need to. But what's nice to realize is a lot of those were inserted by people that had edited Shakespeare's work. Shakespeare didn't include those directions. Those were known moments where we know a character no longer speaks or is carted off stage. And then another thing that you do is you also work very carefully with your fellow actors and choreographers and directors to make sure that that is all done safely, so you don't just wound or actually try to kill another actor. My favorite demon name that's referenced in Shakespeare's works is Beelzebub. I like that name for Satan, and I also like when Satan conjures this in several plays. I think Caesar and Henry IV, and in this as well, but Ate, which is the god of war. Not really a demon.
Just gonna say ditto.
Ditto, I love Ditto. Ditto is the best demon name. My favorite part to do is anytime I get to tell the audience the truth, because most of the other time Edmund is lying to the people around him.
My favorite part to be a part of is when my father, Lear, realizes who I am after he sort of lost his memory for a bit.
Thanks so much for watching. Please come see King Lear at the Atlanta Shakespeare Tavern. It's running through November 24th.
And we just want to say thank you to our friends at McIntosh High School, and specifically Miss Lackley's class. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your questions.
Bye.